Cool. So it's a day to look at the weekly charts and the weekly price action and to look at trend. And that's what I'm going to be. That's what I'm going to be focusing on this top 10 scan. So as we can see here on the daily and on the 4 hour or on the Bybit charts, we can go to Bybit soon. Go to the FTX charts. Here we go. Roger Dodger. Just wait for a few more people to come on. Okay, cool. All right, so today's going to be a day of focusing on the weekly charts. We do have a daily downtrend here on Bitcoin. And look, we have a downtrend here on the 4 hour, but as you can see with these candles, they're like ping, 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 ping. There's no cyclicity, there's no substance to this chart. It is a very messy chart, even though it's downtrending. And that is the story for most of the charts on the 4 hour time frames, especially on top 10. And the story is quite similar on the daily. We have a daily downtrend, but it's nothing for us to trade as trend traders. And on the 4 hour, it's messy. But on the weekly time frames, it tells a different story. Now, let's start with Bitcoin because it is the big pop-up. This is one beautiful trend here we have on the weekly. We even have we have a small higher low there, another higher low here. And we can see this trend coming up beautifully, pushing through this high, breaking the highs here, and pulling back into the cradle zone. So what I can tell you from this chart is this. There's somewhat of a level around there, around 59, but in the cradle zone, I'm saying bring on about 55,000, around that number. And I think the sooner we get there, the better. The MACD is so nice and convergent as well. We get a pullback into the cradle zone and a small bullish candle in there. Oh man, that is healthy continuation of trend. Healthy continuation of trend, and that's what we want to see. I'd love to see price pull back into this cradle zone around the 5,500. Let's just get it over and done with, I say. Let's just do it. Get a setup there for another higher low and ping. That's what I'm seeing in this chart, a really healthy trend. Would love to see this price pull back into the cradle zone at 55. Not saying that it will, but man, if it does, that'll be so healthy. Little bullish candle in there. And yeah, let's set up and move higher. Now, we can use some other tools like our fibs. Look at that. And around that 55,000 mark, pulling into the 0.5 fib. Like, it's just good chart structure. And I think we'll see on the top 10, there's a very similar price action to this. And the 2 weekly as well, the backing up time frame, nice and convergent, higher low. So I'm seeing healthy price action. And if we see that pullback into the cradle zone, like Bitcoin did on the monthly not long ago, hopefully we'll be in for some fireworks, some really serious price action to the upside coming into maybe December or January. Who knows? Can't predict these things. That's what I'm seeing on the Bitcoin chart. So let's have a look at the rest. AVAX. What a phenomenal run on AVAX. Like, we'll have a look at the daily here. Just messy, big wicks. Yeah, there's nothing there. We can have a quick squeeze of the 4 hour, but if it's messy like that on the daily, you bet it's that needs to clean out. Let's have a look on the weekly here. Again, look at this. In October, okay, first of all, let's look at the trend. Higher low, nice MACD conversion on the week, nice convergent MACD on the weekly. High, small indecisive candle, can't call that bullish or bearish in the cradle zone. Wouldn't it be good to see AVAX pull back 2 levels down here? Who knows what will happen? Again, really healthy looking chart, a pullback is due. And if we see continuation on from that pullback, my God, do we have a healthy market to resume this bull cycle, to keep this bull cycle going? Okay, BNB. Oh, we could have some good opportunities. Daily. So daily downtrend, it's not a convincing daily downtrend, you know. Just kind of topped out around this level. Have a look at the 4. And a messy 4 hour. So again, fitting to that narrative of the rest. Now, let's have a look at the weekly. Different story. Oh my God, 500. So I get excited looking at this stuff because we see price pull back to these levels, and it's not that far for price to pull back. Like for instance, on this BNB chart, that's an 11% move, you know, more or less. Yeah, it's exciting to see because if we see price pull back into this level of like say $500 round number, around abouts, and we get a bullish candle in that cradle zone, that is another healthy looking chart. So another good one to keep track of here on BNB. And I personally hope this pullback just pulls back into the cradle zone over the next couple of days. You know, you take the heat, you take the pain, I guess. If you have a portfolio, if you're not trading long, excuse me, and you just wait for that setup. And it's really healthy to see price do this. You know, imagine pull back into 500 there, and then we have like another run up like this here or this here. So that's what I'm looking at BNB. $500. Let's see if there's a fib in here as well. Let's have. I mean, you can say that's a 0.5. So let's see, higher low, price pulls up, comes down, and somewhat of a higher low there. It's a bit harder to read. But if we did put our fib from this high low to here, you know, another pullback to 0.5. Are you guys seeing a pattern to $500? You're seeing a pattern here. When these markets move and they start moving as one and start moving in cycles, and we see pullbacks happening at the same time to the same regions, to similar fib levels, that is a really good sign. It means we're seeing markets move as one. It means we're seeing cyclicity across the whole market. We've already looked at Bitcoin, now to DOGE. Oh my Lord, another good trend. Let's just reload these charts and then MACD comes up. Okay. Daily, downtrend. MACD still looks pretty healthy on that downtrend. Anyway, let's have a look at the 4. Again, it's more price action. Spike down, bang, 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 sideways, spike down. Nothing to trade. Now we go to the weekly, it tells another story. Outstanding trend. I mean, look at that. Is that into $40? Close to it. If these moving averages caught up, we could have a possible cradle there at $40 bullish candle in the middle of the cradle zone when these moving averages catch up. And I mean, look at this trend, just admire it. On higher low, pulls back into the cradle zone. Another possible higher low, pulls back into the cradle zone. Cool. Is that to a 0.5 fib? Oh, it's been a random wick there. I'm going to do it from here. And to the 61, to the 61.8. Still significant fib level. Okay, ETH. Okay, ETH. Let's have a look at the daily first. Daily, same as the other charts. No surprise there. Bit of a downtrend. 4 hour. Again, consolidation. Bang, ping down. Wiki candles, very messy. Nothing to trade. Weekly, different story. Higher low. Push past these highs beautifully, strongly, pulling back into the cradle zone. Let's throw some fibs up. 0.5. Where does that take us to? 3,000, yeah, 3,800-ish. 4,000's here. Around that 3,800 level, like a pullback to 0.5 in here would be very healthy. You know, we see pullback. I mean, great to see these pullbacks happen this week. And then we get that little setup here in the cradle zone. And, you know, as we know from like June, July, this might take a couple of weeks to eventuate. But yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful trend. Imminent pullback on ETH would be perfect. Would be great. Okay, link. Sideways, nothing. Again, similar downtrend to the rest. We'll look at the 4. Wiki, sideways. This is a chart telling me that it could ping up or it could ping down. A low probability trade, not a trend. We trade trends. That's what our strategies are based on, or what we've learned. Again, here, you know, a pullback into the cradle zone, a small bullish candle, but this does not have a cyclicity like the other charts. Litecoin. You know, like those, let's see, what was it? ETH, DOT, Bitcoin, BNB, and AVAX, that group had great cyclicity in the weekly charts. These other high market cap coins don't really. Excuse me. Again, sideways action. We've broken out of this consolidation to the downside, but we need just need some good levels or a pullback or something to work with. There's nothing there right now. The same story kind of on the weekly. You kind of have like these twin tower candles. You know, bang, bang, like they're messy, big, erratic candles. You just have a big shoot up of price and then a cascade of price. You know, there's not much cyclicity. Like this first packet, like ETH, DOT, Bitcoin, BNB, AVAX we looked at. So, very strong looking chart. Look about how it very easily pushed past its highs. Now, have a look at the daily before we get to work on the weekly. Same thing on the 4 and daily. Now let's have a look at the weekly. Fib. Pull this up here. Okay. Let's see this chart here. $200 is kind of out of the cradle zone, but you know, into this region here, a pullback. If these moving averages moved up, as we know, moving averages are lagging indicators, so they move up after price. If these moving averages moved up, we may get a trade off this level here. That gives 180. To this, let me just fix these fibs up. Okay. pull back to the 61.8 would be great. Awesome. Look at that MACD. I love MACDs that show strong momentum. Just like this up like that. It's great to see. Uniper. Nothing. Nada here on Uniper. Daily. Nothing. 4. Sideways. Punch down. Need to pull back in here on the 4. Let's have a look on the 30 and the 15. Nada, nothing. Or maybe, do we have any flat levels there? No, I don't think so. Nothing really there. XRP. Okay, let's have a look on the daily first. Downtrend like the rest. 4 hour. Consolidation, ping it down. Look at the 30, have a look at the 15. Oh, that could have been a good flat level, but it's not there. Okay, now let's have a look at the weekly. Good stuff. Again, remember these ETH, Bitcoin, BNB, AVAX. Good weekly trends, but nothing there. And now this is no cyclicity, you know, sideways. It's all that is. 2-day, daily, same. Let's have a look at the indexes quickly. Bitcoin dominance, reflecting what we see in the charts. Sideways, choppy price action. Ping, 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 ping. Not interested. Total market cap in a downtrend like these. Now we read these charts like the rest. Actually, sorry, let's have a look at dominance on the weekly. Yeah, not saying much. Total market cap on the weekly. Okay, pulling into the cradle zone. Nice and convergent. A little bullish candle in there. Outstanding. Total market, Bitcoin market cap. Somewhat of a level there through 1.4 trillion. Again, a pullback into here and a small bullish candle. Look at that MACD, really nice conversion. Its price is looking really healthy on these weekly time frames for like 50% of the top 10. The others are just trading sideways, so nothing has really changed there. All right, let's have a look at ADA. Ain't so much in the news about ADA. Don't know why. Don't really follow the news. Okay, so we've broken out this consolidation here on the daily, and there's somewhat of a level going through there. I'm actually just going to mark that in through here. Let's see what that looks like on the floor. Pretty messy. Same, very similar to the other charts. Let's have a look on the 30 and the 15. Just have a poke around. Okay, let's have a look on the weekly. On the 2 weekly. Look, pulling into the cradle zone here on the 2 weekly. Small bullish candle there. Ba-bing. Let's bring up the fib. It's a bit too messy on the weekly. If we have a look at the 2 weekly. 2 weekly. Pulling right in there in the 61.8. Okay. That's interesting. Small bullish candle there for the 61.8. Beautifully convergent MACD. Let's look at the monthly, see how many. Oh, imagine that. Yeah, it'd just be so good. 2 and a 2 weekly option there on ADA. So nothing of immediate effect, but what it looks like is we're in a weekly correction or a weekly pullback. Correction's not really the right word. And we would love to see over the next couple of days how this pans out. And it might take a week, it might take 4 days, 5, who knows? It could take 2 weeks, who knows? But it would be really good to see some of these set up in the cradle zones for really, really healthy price action. That's what we want to see, really healthy price action. Leads to really good trends and sustained long-term trends. Okay, so we also have an affiliation with Bybit. So if anyone watching this wants to get access to the crypto cradle course, I'm presenting it. and it's being streamed. So you just need to open a Bybit account, use the affiliate links, and you can get access to the Crypto Cradle courses. And if you haven't already done it, if you're a TC member, I've got a Bybit watch list. This is just the Bybit top 10. You know, similar perpetual contracts to FTX, just with high liquidity. I deposited money into Bybit to get my free deposit of money. So encourage you guys to do that as well. And if you do want another run round of the Crypto Cradle course and all the fundamentals of trading, so you know, like mindset, record keeping, where we need to be, rerun through Crypto Cradle course and all the fundamentals of that. Like I said, I'm running a seminar. It's a 4-part seminar over 4 weeks. And yeah, jump on. I hope you're all well. And my message is, first of all, if you're trading the lower time frames, be very careful and please manage your risk, because you do not want to be losing money unnecessarily during this period when next month the markets could be trending again. Yes, there's been about 2 months of sideways, pretty average markets. Not good for us trend traders, but not abnormal. Pretty normal. Don't give away profits when the market's just doing what the market does. We're supposed to work with the market, and the market's supposed to be one with the market, as soon as that sounds. You don't force anything onto the market. It'll give us our profits and it will reward you. You have to play with the market like it's your dance mate, like it's an extension of yourself, not you and the market. So looks like we're going through a weekly pullback. Hope you're all well. And as always, take care and safe trading.